Happy Thursday, day 32, chugging along on our train. Ashley and I talked about it and we came up with an interesting idea. We want you to inspire us and we want you to inspire each other. So we want to know what your favorite quote is. So what is it that helps you to get out of bed on those tough mornings, helps to push you through when you're having a tough day? Post it up on the Facebook page if you can, if you have Facebook and you're a part of that family. If you're not on there for whatever reason, just send it to us in an email. We'd just be interested to see kind of what it is that you kind of pull from in your darker and more difficult times. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so warm-up is going to be every 30 seconds, and we're going to do this for 9 rounds. So you'll have 3 rounds at everything. It's a little bit of a different warm-up. I really wanted to set you up to work a little bit of your dip technique for your jerk, for your push press, for your push jerk. It should look the same no matter which one we're doing. So A is going to be 5 wall dips. You'll need a wall for this, okay? You're going to sit and stand against the wall. You're going to bring your heels, your butt, and your shoulder blades should all be against the wall. Feet should be a comfortable distance apart. And from here, I'm going to slide myself. Then you can put your hands in the front rack position if you want. You can do the Frankenstein. I'm going to slide myself down and back up. That's 1. Down and back up. It's not a squat. It's a dip. So you should just slide down the wall and up the wall. Okay, if you're doing this on Zoom, Ashley or myself will be there to kind of guide you through. Okay, that's the wall dip. Then we're going to take it off the wall. You're going to do 5 dips right into a jump. Okay, so what that's going to look like is I want it to mirror what it just was against the wall. So my feet are a comfortable distance apart. My hands are either out front here or here. I'm going to drive my knees out and go down like I would on the wall, and then I'm going to come up and jump. Reset, come down like I would on the wall, up and jump. Okay, but I'm trying to keep my torso in one line, not letting it come forward. Okay, and then we're going to do 3 dips, and you're going to jump, and then you're going to hold. Okay, so what this is going to look like is same thing as B. I'm going to come down, I'm going to dip, I'm going to come up, jump, and then I'm going to stick and hold the landing like you would in your power position if you were landing a clean or a power snatch. I'm going to hold the landing for a second or 2 and stand back up. 5 for A and B. 3 because we have the hold, and I want you to be there for a second or 2 is only 3. Or C is only 3, okay? Our strength portion, some new stuff here for today. So we're going to work a little bit of core, a little bit of low back, glutes, and hamstrings. So we're doing 8 of it's called the 3-limb plank, and you'll hold 5 seconds in each one. Okay, so what that's going to look like is I'm going to be in my plank position. Okay, I'd like to see this on forearms and toes if possible. Okay, here, and I'm going to hold my arm out for 5 seconds. Then I'm going to put it down. I'm going to hold my other arm out for 5 seconds. Then I'm going to put it down. Then I'm going to go to one leg for 5 seconds. And down, and the other leg. That's 1 round. That would be 4. And then I'm going to go through again to make the total of 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Then I move on. My 12 dumbbell hamstring curls. I'm not going to lie, I practiced these a couple of times before we shot the video. I'm using a 15, which I even said to Ashley is a little heavy for me. If I was doing this in the workout, I would use something a bit lighter than this. So keep that in mind. Okay, if you need to use something different so that you have something a little lighter for yourself. Okay, you want to make sure that the dumbbell is secure. I'm going to say that one more time. You want to make sure that the dumbbell is secure. You're going to lay yourself down. I like to cross my feet around the dumbbell. I'm going to curl up, and then I'm going to lower back down. And then I'm going to curl up, and then I'm going to lower back down. Again, make sure the dumbbell's secure, okay? If you don't have something that's light enough, okay, or it's not comfortable, this is very easily done creating tension on your own. Here, I'm going to drive. I would do about a 10 or a 15-second count all the way in, and then a 10 or 15-second count all the way out, which is just as effective if done slowly and really focus on creating tension in the glutes and the hamstrings, okay? And we're doing 12 of those, and we're going to 10 elevated plank ups. Elevated means my feet are going to be elevated on a chair, a couch, a step, something that I have, okay? And then I'm going to do the plank ups. We've done plank ups before, so I'm going to put my feet on here. I'm going to start in my low position, and then I'm going to come up high, and then I'm going to go down low. 2, down, up is 3, okay? And we're going all the way to 10. Every time I go up, 1 would be on my left, 2 would be on my right, alternating back and forth, up and down. That's for 10. Then I go back up to my 3-limb plank for my second round, and then of course my third round, okay? So once again with those hamstring curls, just take them nice and slow. You're really trying to drive your hips towards the ground. You shouldn't feel your butt stick up in the air. as you're curling the dumbbell in and out. Okay, nasal only here, right? And now that nose the whole time, controlling the pace. Conditioning piece today. We're doing push jerks or push press, depending on where you're at. Again, where you physically are doing the workout might determine if you're in an apartment or a second floor, you might not be able to do any jumping, then it might be a push press. If you're somewhere where you can do some jumps outside, in a garage or basement, you might make it a push jerk. This is total whether you're using one or two. Okay, if I have a single dumbbell, right, I'm going to do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Just like up here, my warm up, right, my dip. Straight down, straight up, 1, back down, down and up 2. Right, I'm going to do 5 and 5. Or if I have 2 dumbbells, I'm just going to go ahead and do my 10, right? Kettlebell will work there as well. My push jerk would be a re-dip. Same thing, right? Knees out, everything's nice and tight, down, up underneath, here. So just like that dip and jump that you did at the warm-up, dip and jump, land underneath, right? And the dumbbells overhead or the kettlebells overhead. You're doing 10 of those to start and then 50 sit-ups. Then I go to 8 push jerk or push rep and 40 sit-ups. 6 and 30, 4 and 20, 2 and 10. Decent volume on those sit-ups. I'm looking for you to move, right? Let's push the pace a little bit today. Okay, this could be a little bit shorter piece than was yesterday, but I want you moving, I want you pushing. I want to see what the limit is of that nasal breathing. What's your point where you have to stop and say, ooh boy, I need to keep my mouth closed, I need to close my eyes, I need to be aware of my body, be aware of my movement, heart rate, breathing, get under control, and then get back to it. Okay? Ready to rock and roll, groove. It's Thursday. Whoop, whoop. All right. Fantastic day. See you guys.